Okay. All right, first of all, we got off to a horrendous start. You know, I wrote down a couple notes here on my play card. Third play of the game, you know, we lose Zach Jackson, which in a game like this is pivotal because he's, you know, one of our leaders back there in the secondary. He's out with concussion. Then, you know, I think the very next play, the play after that, Tosin drops an interception. Offensively, we get the ball, fumble on the very first play after gaining 12 or 13 yards. Before you know it, it's 14-0 before you can turn around. And, you know, I really had a lot of confidence going to halftime that we really could turn the tide. We made a great play there at the end of the half. Alex Vaught made a great play on the fade to really turn the tide. And really, that gave us momentum going in. I told them at halftime that we were going to take the ball and run down the field. We're going to go right down the field, and we're going to score to make it 28-21. And defense will come up with a stop, and we did. We made it 28-21. We're in the game. Defense comes up with big stops in the second half, and we just couldn't get anything going on offense. I guess the one bright spot on offense was Chandler Curtis. He comes back and has a phenomenal day. We got to get him going a little bit more. But I was proud of our defense for making adjustments at halftime and coming out and stopping them. And then offensively, we just got into a rut in the second half.
Bobby, you ever seen anything like that with their third down conversions? I mean,
no, it's what was it, 17-19? Yeah. I mean that's absurd. And you know, you got to get them off the field. And I don't think we ever forced a punt. We forced one punt there at the very end. We got some turnovers in the second half, but we forced one punt.
How frustrating is that for a defense when it's just you can't get the other team off the field?
Very frustrating. They've got a nice set of receivers now. They've got a really nice set of receivers, a big offensive line, and Al Cobb is as good as advertised. I'm even more impressed with him in person. He can really make the throws down the field. We finally got pressure on him in the second half, and he made some bad throws. He threw it to us. But, you know, at the end of the day, we didn't play good enough on defense, and we didn't play good enough on offense to win the game.
How do you fix the problems on defense to get those things figured out?
Well, I mean, you know, in this league, you know, you come back tomorrow and you try to fix what we didn't do well today, and then all of a sudden we're playing a triple option team. So, you know, it's week to week, and so we got to come back in here tomorrow. We got to have a small window of opportunity to coach them up and get better at what we didn't do well today. But then again, we got to turn our attention to the triple option because it's so hard to defend.